the Raised on Dialup podcast.
Welcome back to Raised on Dialup, episode 11 already. We already deep into this, 9 weeks or something like that. I just want to say thank y'all for following. If you're not following, make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about. And then make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Here before too long, we're going to start having some exclusive content. Only for subscribers on YouTube. So if you're already subscribed, we appreciate it. You'll be able to get tapped into that. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you go subscribe now. We're gonna get right into it. Casey's got a little announcement. We talked about it last week. Casey's gonna get into it a little bit more and let y'all know because this is a big deal for us.
Yes. So it is finally here.
Yes,
we are finally at the point, everybody. The merch is now available. The form is live. The QR code is up on this video.
Let's go.
Check out the designs. We're going to have them posted. Like we said before, we're starting off with a 25 pack.
Yes.
This 25 pack is going to be live for 2 weeks. We're going to keep these forums open. What you're going to do is you want to go and get you something.
Yes.
You want to go and get you something because after that 25th order is made and the 2 weeks is up, forms closed.
Whichever comes first. Right?
Yeah, whichever comes first.
25 items or 2 weeks, whichever comes first.
Will the forum be back live again? Yes. When? We don't know.
We don't know yet.
It could be a week from then. It could be a month from then. We don't know. But get you some merch. Go ahead and get you a cup, get you a shirt, get you a tumbler, get you something. And as we said before, we are picking one lucky person out of that 25 pack order. So whoever orders something, we're picking one of y'all in that episode once the merch is ready. And we're throwing in a free gift.
Free gift for you. Gift for you.
Make sure you grab something, wear it to an event, wear it to a party, something special. You know what I'm saying?
Get dressed up with the Raised on Dialup. And we got a bunch of different logos and designs that'll be available too.
Yes. When you're checking out the merch, each design is going to have a certain logo, but there's a drop-down box. You can go ahead and pick any one of the logos in that drop-down box. It does not have to be the one that's in the picture.
Yes.
Get you some.
Any logo on any piece of apparel. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And like I said, get fly, get all dressed up with the Raised on Dialup stuff.
Get your good stuff on when you go out. You know what I mean?
The Raised on Dialup podcast.
I mean, going out, that kind of reminds me. So you know that I went to my stepson's. He had a friend who had a birthday party here recently.
Yeah.
And your daughter was there.
And she was.
And and so, bro, we stayed there because we was only there for a couple hours, and it was at like an adult venue. It was at like a place that's normally only available to adults, but they rented out, so it had like a bar and everything inside of it.
Okay.
But these are like 16, 17-year-old kids for the most part.
Little teeny boppers.
Yeah. And bro, when I tell you that the way this younger generation parties is different, I mean different, bro.
Like, is it like good or like bad different?
It's weird. It's
weird.
It's super weird, bro.
Okay.
It's like a live beta test for a new social anxiety app. Everybody is just standing around as if they're like just waiting to be selected as the new character. And they all got their phones in their hand, their heads down, and like it's just super weird. Like when we was younger, if we went to a party or a dance, there was only a few reasons why we was going there.
Yeah.
It was to socialize.
Yep.
And it was to get the girls.
And get some numbers.
And get them numbers.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so, like, these days, they don't even do that. They don't even like flirt with each other. They look at each other and then they go to their phones and see if they DM'd each other. You know what I mean? It's just super weird, bro.
So they'll be like 10 feet away from each other, but instead of conversating, they'll send a message through their phones.
100%. 100%. They don't dance. Well, so I can't say they don't dance, but they don't dance like we used to. So like when we were younger, you might not be near the dance floor, but you hear your jam come on and it's everybody's jam. And everybody's running to the dance floor. And we're dancing for the whole song. We don't want the song to end, right?
Yeah.
These kids.
Throw a little bit of that Usher on, a little bit of that Juvenile, back that ass up.
Bro, you know
everybody was,
Yeah. And so, and I'm talking about like more like a hype song for the moment. As far as like everybody going to the dance floor and getting rowdy. And we would dance for the whole song.
Yeah.
These kids, they hear a hype song. A group of girls might go to the dance floor. And they'll stand there until a certain part of the song, and they'll all dance for 15 seconds for that part of the song that they like, and then they stop and they go back to all just standing there talking on their phones, And then On the other note, they don't play slow jams no more. At
Not really.
parties.
No, not really no more.
They
and on
don't.
top of that, I think the problem is with these dances, the people, the kids that are dancing now, they've gotten so used to any dance they do, it's like a choreographed TikTok trend,
It
Instagram
is.
trend dance.
Nothing's original.
So once they throw them the moves out there real quick, like that's all it
That's
is.
all they got.
So they only got about a good 15, 20 seconds of dancing in them. After that, they're just going to be repeating the same move, and
thing.
they don't, you know what I mean? They don't want to. They don't want
a
to.
fact.
They don't want to admit
They
that.
don't want to admit that.
So they
bro.
back up. Yeah,
nothing
that's
original.
wow.
There was
Can't even
nothing
enjoy it.
original. It was totally. It was just so weird. And like I said, like then they don't play slow song. I mean, when we went to parties and dances, you couldn't wait for the slow song to come on, so you grab you a shorty and take her to the dance floor so you could cuff that booty and slow dance.
And you already had it in. You already had it in your head.
You had already went through it.
Yeah, you already knew what girl you were going to talk to.
How you was going to say it, what you was going to say.
You done been up to the DJ 2-3 times
Make
already.
sure he was going to play this
Like,
song.
Hey man,
I need you to hit this song.
we only got about 40 minutes left. Throw that song
Throw
out
that
there.
song
Yeah,
on there for me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And now girls and guys don't even dance together. Bro, it's all a group of girls that dance together or a group of guys. And I was like,
But they're in the same building.
yeah. And bro, I was so I was so baffled, bro. I just sat there and like just the whole time was like, this is so different. If this would have, and then the way they dress and shit, right? So you already know, bro, if we was going to a party, we was dressing. Bro, you spent all week getting your fit together.
Yeah, dapper.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
going with your best outfit on.
Yep.
Bro, these kids show up in pajama pants, Crocs on, look like they just crawled out from underneath the bridge.
And you know what? That's not fair. It's not fair because we had to put in so much work, so much work to make sure that our outfit was fly when we went to the
Super
dance.
fresh.
And the pressure that we had to go through compared to now, they're showing up in Crocs and pajama pants
Bro,
and baggy hoodies.
No
and,
effort.
You know what I mean?
There's no effort going into it at all.
And then still got the nerd to try and teach us about Riz.
There is no Riz, bro. There is no Riz. That's why they had to make up a word for it because it was no whatever.
They had to find an
They had to
excuse.
find something for what they do because there was no what they do is weird. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
just, there was only a couple moments we was there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And there was only a couple moments in those couple hours where I was like, oh, this feels like a normal party.
Like what you've been used
Like
to
what
seeing
you would be
growing
used
up
to
and all
seeing.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, 95% of the time, dude, it was just awkwardness. Just standoffish awkwardness.
I
You know
mean,
what
they're only doing enough just for a clip's length of fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Everything else is like what you would see behind the scenes. Everybody kind of just standing around not doing nothing.
And it was weird because it was like they were there to have fun, but what they were actually doing is documenting what it's like to have fun. If that makes sense. You know what
They
I'm
were
saying?
like little quick commercials. This is what it looked like if you actually did have fun at a party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, like, can you imagine, like, not only, like, you would roast on your boy if your boy came to the party, wasn't being social, wasn't talking to the girl that you know he liked.
Oh yeah.
But could you imagine what you and your crew would have done to your boy had he had showed up in pajama pants?
Oh, we would have roasted the shit out of him.
Smoked him,
Roasted
bro.
the shit out of him. Yeah.
We would have just absolutely obliterated him.
Yeah, that's something that we would have definitely made that friend want to go home.
Well, I mean, because don't show up here. You're not with us looking like that.
Yeah, you better go stand by the DJ.
Get in the corner. Yeah, get in the corner.
Go stand by the DJ.
You know what I mean?
Request my song for me since you're not doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we would just heat on you all night.
Yeah.
And you're gonna catch it for probably the rest of your life.
Yeah, because
I
we
mean,
don't
you
know how
remember
to
the
let
time
things-
you showed up looking like you just, you know what I mean?
But that's because when we were growing up, there wasn't enough trends for us to forget what happened 2 weeks before. We
just
still
true.
talk about things that happened with people from years before because
true.
it was memorable.
Yeah, this is very true. We're creating real memories, bro.
Yeah, it might have not have been ones that people want to remember because sometimes it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
but
that's why you didn't show up like that, because you didn't want to be that guy.
Exactly. Yo, remember that time Jimmy showed up in pajama pants and water shoes?
Not the water shoes, the Gilligan shoes.
He had the nerve to wear socks.
The Jesus Christ walked on water shoes. The Birkenstocks.
My kid wears them.
The Birkenstocks?
Yeah, my daughter
I feel
went
like
to
if you
school.
wear them right, they're okay at the certain time, but not. I'm not a feet exposed guy, but
Bro, my daughter went to school with bright pink fuzzy socks and not Birkenstocks, Firkenstocks. And I say Firkenstocks because they are not the real Birkenstocks. I told her that ever since then. I said, them are fake Birkenstocks, aren't they?
Fake
Them little
Birkenstocks.
them Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean, she wears them, but like, it's just the thing.
She
Like,
got
if we
the
were,
Timu Birks.
yeah, man. But if we were to wear that back in the day,
Killed.
people would still be talking about it now.
Yeah, killed, bro. Do you remember how we used to get like you would just sit around with your boys and just shoot the shit and hit all, with like yo mama jokes.
Oh yeah.
Like the yo mama jokes was a huge thing when we
Try
was
to just
growing up.
roast each other as much as
I
possible.
mean, we would. I mean, the yo mama jokes were so big. MTV.
Yeah.
MTV had the yo mama with
Yeah.
Wilmer Valderrama.
I remember that. I
Fez
remember that.
from that
Yep.
70s show.
Yep.
That's how everybody knows him as. You know what I mean? It's Fez. But yeah, I mean, yo mama jokes was crazy. Like we would go hard on the yo mama jokes. You get dudes like start. That's how a lot of
People
fights.
would-
You would get fights.
Yeah.
over
Well,
that.
because people would get pressed so much.
Oh.
They're like, look, now it's not funny no more.
Because it'd be true.
Yeah, it'd be that one joke. It'd be that one joke,
that
and it
hits
hits
close
them.
to home,
Yeah,
bro.
and they're like,
How he know that? How he know that?
how she know she had to get rid of them pants? How
Yeah,
she
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit is so funny.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
What I mean, I used to go hard with the Yo Mama jokes, and I loved when they came out with Yo Mama on MTV.
Yeah.
Do you remember what your best Yo Mama joke was?
Oh my god, my best Yo Mama joke. I don't think I had like a best one. Like I remember hearing a lot of
Or
them.
what's your favorite one? Whatever. Yeah.
I think my favorite one was, you remember when Nutty Professor was big?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was so much to. I mean, the joke was okay. The joke wasn't even all that great, but I think it was just the way he said it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he told Reggie, remember?
Yep, Reggie.
He told Reggie,
Dave
he said,
Chappelle.
your
Yeah.
mama's so fat, her belt's the size of an equator.
Yeah.
But it was the way he said it. He was like, her belt's the size of an equator.
You get it.
Equator.
You get it,
I was
equator.
like,
Mm-hmm.
that would make me upset too.
Yeah.
But that was probably my favorite one I heard.
One of my favorite ones I used to hit with somebody, like anytime I got to go on with the Yo Mama jokes, be like, Yo Mama's so ugly she had to sneak up on a glass of water. I would always hit him with that one, you know what I'm saying? And or like she threw a boomerang and never came back. That's how ugly she is, you know.
Yep,
And
yep.
so I used to the Yo Mama jokes used to go hard. Drop a comment, let us know what your favorite Yo Mama joke was.
Yeah, how many
there were
people's
so
feelings?
many of them out there, bro.
How many people's feelings did y'all hurt? Because I'm sure everybody's feelings were getting hurt.
I mean, we
then.
used to, used to. Yo, speaking of roasting each other, I seen something and people were asking ChatGPT to roast them,
like themselves.
like themselves or other people.
Oh yeah. We talked about this. Yeah.
And so, could you imagine? First of all, could you imagine having ChatGPT when we were young? Because we already went hard and all of our shit was original,
Yeah, ChatGPT would be asking us.
right? and I feel like ChatGPT, if you ask it, probably came from. I mean, it pulls from all the internet, like basically.
It pulls
So
from all the stuff that we've
that you know what I'm saying. So
given
yeah,
them through the
exactly
years.
that,
Yeah.
that we've gave them. So, but I thought it would be funny if we did a little thing here on
Yeah.
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
and what we're gonna do is we've loaded a picture of ourselves into ChatGPT.
nervously, but we did.
Yeah. And we
did.
asked it to roast us, and we asked it. Not only did we ask it to roast us, but we asked it like, don't hold back,
Yeah.
savagely. You know what I mean?
And-
And so, go ahead. Yeah.
Surprisingly, ChatGPT really didn't hold back. They said some foul things. Like, I would have never even thought of half this stuff.
I mean, some of it did feel like original. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, I never would have thought about that. Like you
Yeah.
just said. Some of it was like, damn, that kind of hurt.
it stung
This stung a little bit.
It stung
you
a
know?
little.
And so, but yeah, so what we're gonna do here is we've loaded them into ChatGPT and asked it to roast us.
Yeah, and
we'll
we'll
put
also
up we'll
pop up the picture we each use for ourselves
Yes.
to show you what a roast
Yeah,
is.
and what we want to do is just kind of go back and forth, pick a few that it got you. So here's my picture. Let it pop up or whatever. This was a picture of when I was, I do believe, in Puerto Rico on vacation, right? Trying to look suave, trying to
Rico
look dapper.
suave,
you
Rico
know what I mean?
suave.
Trying to look dapper.
Yeah.
And one of the first things that ChatGPT said was, "You look like you're about to give TED Talk titled How I Close a Deal Emotionally."
Yeah.
They said, in the angle of the photo, tilted like photographer got dizzy trying to figure out what vibe you were going for. You look like you're standing on solid ground, but somehow still losing balance in your own aesthetic. Also, why are you gripping your hands like that? It looks like they just told a joke that didn't land, and now you're physically holding yourself together while everyone politely changes the subject.
Oh, no, that one hurt.
Yeah.
That one stung a little
Yeah.
bit. You know that one
Yeah.
hurt just a little bit.
Yeah. Then he hit me with, "You look like the final boss of a pyramid scheme. Get rich or go try or cry trying." Bro, that one's
Not
good.
the pyramid scheme.
That one's good, bro.
Oh.
They said pants so tight they could file taxes.
Yeah. And you know, when
That one
when it's
hurt.
roasting you, it's making you look at this picture like, man, I already posted this picture now. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
up there. It's out there.
Yeah, bro. They said if I'm not the other guy I was a person. Bro,
Yeah, Chat
so yeah,
GPT
Chat
on that.
GBT, like, and they gave me plenty more. I'm not gonna sit here and read them off forever, but
Yeah.
dude, it's so funny. You guys got to try and check it out, bro. What they say about you? Yeah,
Well, you know, they definitely roasted me a little bit here. So popping up my picture, ChatGPT, they decided to say the fit is clean, too clean. You look like the human version of a default character before customization. Plain white tee, neutral shorts, white sneakers. Bro said, "Give me the starter pack."
that's crazy.
So I had a starter pack on.
You had the starter pack, bro.
Okay, and then the other one I got here says, all right, it says the mirror angle is doing you dirty too. It looks like the mirror is judging you and decided to slightly tilt just to humble you. So, you know, it decided that I needed the mirror to help me out. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. And here's one more. Here's one more. You're standing like you just got caught mid. Is this my good angle? And committed anyway. That pose got one hand saying model and the other one saying I forgot what to do with my arm.
That makes me think of Will Ferrell. What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? It's Alex recognized. You know what I'm talking
ChatGPT
about?
is rude, and I'm
Yo.
sure it could have got a lot worse, but I wasn't gonna ask it to get a lot worse.
Yeah, because you can ask it to like go dark mode on you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
I
like
got
they'll-
I got feelings.
yeah, you know what I mean? I do, but also I'm from the 90s. Like I got feelings. It hurts for 2 seconds. And then I'm like, that's a good one.
But I'm thinking like if I were to hear it, then this is stuff that I could use on other people.
100%. 100%, bro.
And you know they ain't gonna like it.
No, they ain't gonna like that at all. Yeah. Well, switching it up a little bit, bro. There was something I seen the other day, and this kind of blew my mind. So back in the day, and I don't remember what years it was real big. It wasn't too long ago. But do you remember Pokemon Go?
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember that.
So Pokemon Go had everybody in the world walking around trying to capture Pokemons with their camera.
Like real life, yeah.
Yep,
Like really
right?
trying to capture.
I personally never had Pokemon Go. You know what I mean? It just wasn't my thing.
I think I downloaded it, but I was like, I'm not walking around.
Yeah.
So-
And so what I found out was that all the images that anybody had ever taken on that game has been being used by a company to train AI and train AI maps.
To train them?
Yes. So basically this company, it's something like 31 billion images over the time that Pokemon was big.
That's a lot of images.
Billion would it be? That people were taking street level videos or they were scanning
looking for the Pokemon.
looking for the Pokemon.
Yeah, okay.
All those videos are now being used to make like an AI to train AI for AI robots, like delivery robots, drones, things of that nature. So they was collecting that data all this time for ulterior motive.
So it was really never about bringing a new game to people, especially like people from our generation, huge Pokemon fans. It was
Huge.
a big thing.
Yeah.
So we're thinking that it's just something that they came out with that's super cool. You can go actually look for Pokemon. There was really an agenda behind it.
There was an agenda, and it was a big agenda. I mean, in a sense, because what
Yeah.
they're trying to say, like this will you be used for, is they're trying to say it's going to be used for like I said, delivery robots and drones. So, if you ever use GPS, because GPS can fail, and sometimes GPS doesn't give you like a street level.
The street view.
The street view.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
give you
yeah.
like the bird's eye view. And if
Yup.
it's a street view, it's not like an actual thing. It's like it's just like gray boxes representing buildings and things.
Right,
of that
right.
nature. This is going to make it to where it's like GPS, but it's street level now because the whole world has been documenting street level view when they were playing Pokemon Go for all that time.
So when they were doing this, were they doing this like, was this like just a United States thing, or was this like all over the world? Whoever had Pokemon
Whoever
Go?
had Pokemon Go.
Because I'm wondering, like, yeah, it was popular and everything, but you know, what if some states or cities or towns it was more popular than others? Say you got one city where it's 80% of the people that live in there have played it,
Right.
and then you have another city where like 10% of the people played it. How does that?
I mean,
You know what
I'm
I
with
mean?
you on like, there's no way I don't feel like they got the entire Earth.
Everything,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where like Google Earth, that's shot from a satellite type of thing. However, they probably got a lot. And I mean, like maybe not where there's not necessarily roads, but where there was roads and sidewalks, and I think we got it. I bet we got it, bro.
I used to see people when I lived in the Falls. I used to
Just
see
wandering
people,
aimlessly.
yeah, or just standing and just like staring at their phone for like a solid 15 minutes. I'd be going by, I'd go somewhere, come back, they're still there.
There was people that walked out into traffic, you know what I mean, when that game was going on.
Yeah.
So like we were obliviously just walking around, you know what I mean, documenting.
Working for free. Working for free, because if I would have known that was the reason they were doing it, I'd have been out there and I'd have been like.
And then what's crazy is,
start
like I
paying
said, I
me.
never had it, but I bet you there was a way you could buy more stuff in the game.
Oh, probably.
So they had the audacity to even charge you when you were actually already working for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's crazy. Like
I wouldn't put it past them neither.
Any money that's made from that new system should go to the people who had Pokemon Go.
It should. I think and
That's
if
only
not,
right.
Every person should get a Game Boy
Or
for
get it free.
Yeah.
Something. Oh, you said Game Boy? Yeah. Why'd you say Game Boy? Just ran? Oh, just because it's Pokemon?
Yeah,
Came
because
out came out on Game Boy.
It came out on
yeah,
Game
that was
Boy,
where it
went
was
to
big.
Game Boy
Yeah,
Color and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, they should at
My
least
little
give
brothers
us.
killed that game. They love that damn game. Bro.
I can get it on my phone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Remember our one friend Max?
Oh yeah.
Yep. He found found a way to get the game on your iPhone, like where it loads that, and you play it like it's
Like
set
just
up like a Game Boy.
Who was it? You that had the phone case that was also a Game Boy?
I did.
That was dope.
Yeah, the phone case. I had this phone case where when you turn your phone around on the phone case, you could turn on the case and it was actual
A Game Boy.
Yeah, you could play. It had the buttons and everything. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I liked
that was
it.
dope.
Yeah,
that was dope. I always wish I would have got one because Game Boy was my shit. I love Mortal Kombat on Game Boy, bro.
Yeah,
I
mean,
I used to love Mortal Kombat. On
Game Boy for us was like what
That's like
2K is to
Nintendo
people now.
Switches
Like, yeah, and all that stuff.
that
Like, it was really popular.
That was the first mobile video game that really, you know what I mean, that really took off like that.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. Speaking of, well, not speaking of, we were talking about this earlier, and it's kind of switching up the subject here.
I mean, it's definitely bringing them back in the day, though.
It is, yeah, it's definitely bringing up back in the day.
Yeah,
and I think there's probably a lot of people who's never even had to do it nowadays.
probably not. And you know what? And this is what I was telling you about earlier. So I was in. Okay, so we were helping our daughter move some stuff.
Okay, yep.
We had to get a U-Haul. Me and my girl did, and we're in the U-Haul, and I wanted to go. I want to roll the window down, get some fresh air. So I go. I'm looking for the buttons, and I'm like, "Where? This truck ain't got no buttons. The windows don't go down."
Yeah, the windows will go down.
And I looked down lower, and there was a roller, the handle
roller.
So I don't think a lot, because it threw me real quick. I'm like, I gotta roll this window down manually.
Like,
I haven't
when was
done
this
that.
truck made?
I don't even know if I got that muscle memory for a second.
It might be gone.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it, and I look at my girl. I'm like, you gotta roll these windows down. There's no buttons. Could you imagine if these kids were to get into a car now and find out they had to manually roll a window down?
They would just ride around with it up.
Yeah.
I honestly feel this generation would just ride around with it up.
Yeah. Even
because
in the
they're just too
summertime.
lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have to move their arm.
They have to move their arm.
Yeah.
That God forbid they have to move.
Because you remember how much of a pain it was. You remember getting in the car back in the day and say you're going somewhere, and say earlier in the day. Earlier in the day, you're riding around. It's nice out, warm, got the windows down, blah, blah, blah. And then gets a little bit later in the evening, you're driving. Now it's a little chilly.
Yep.
Now you got to roll the windows up. Now you gotta.
What you gotta do?
Oh my god!
You gotta reach all the way
reach
across
over that seat and stretch that arm and roll it up.
And thankfully, I'm a long person. I'm 6'4", so it was always not a big deal for me. But I always used to wonder for people who wasn't as long and shit like as me. That was probably hard.
Oh, I can tell you had to pull over.
Yeah. Oh,
I could tell you that right now. You had to pull over.
bro, have you ever had a car? Now this is taking it back. You ever had a car that had a manual in and out sunroof?
Manual?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would have
the whole
to
piece
open...
of glass came out and you could take it out and put it in the trunk.
No, I mean I remember Jeeps. You could take the tops off them, but I don't remember.
I had I want to say it was like a little Z24 Cavalier. It was a cool little car.
Like you would take the
so what
off?
you could do is you could pop it up like normal.
Yeah.
You know how someone had the manual latches where you pop them up?
Yeah.
And it would be like, it would just be tilted. But what you could do is you could undo the handle and then the whole glass just came off.
Really?
And then it actually came with a case, like a soft case that you would store in your trunk, and you would put your glass in that case.
So you're riding around.
So you would ride around with no sunroof. And then there were cars, obviously, that had T-tops.
Yeah, that I remember.
You had the T-top cars where you'd have to take those out manually. You know what I'm saying? But same thing. If a kid had to take out their sunroof manually or or roll down their windows, I think they'd have a conniption fit, bro.
Yeah,
it would just be like,
I mean,
we gotta do this, man.
Imagine getting caught in the rain. I mean, you see how cars are now. People get caught in the rain, and as soon as it starts raining, they hit that button, and everything's electric, and it's going
right up,
and it covers.
And even worse now, you don't even have to hold it the whole time. They made them to where you just touch it, and it goes like all the way up or goes all the way down. Sometimes it's bro. How many times have you fought? Have you ever had one where it's real fucking touchy? And like you can't get that spot where you're actually manually doing, because it's like if you pull it up all the way, it'll just do it by itself. Yeah. Well, but if you just pull it up a little, it won't do it by itself until it'll stop when you let go. But all I can do is pull it up the whole time, and I can't. I'm trying to get up, down, up, down, up, down, bro. Because every time I touch the button, it goes all the way to full auto, or you know what I mean, up and down.
Yeah, I never was fortunate enough to have any cars where the tops came off. I've had sunroofs, but like. They were always like you hit the button. And
yeah. And like I said, I only had the one car that had the manual remove sunroof.
Yeah, but that's cool because I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, and then my my brother-in-law, still my brother, my sisters, he had a Monte Carlo that had some T-tops. And so that was one of those things. We take the T-tops off on the Monte Carlo, you know what I mean, and roll around with the T-tops out, which that was cool. I like the T-tops. I think they should do that with more cars, to be honest with you. I think that's something they should bring back.
I think they could, but it's they
because like if you think about it, like sunroofs have only gotten bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, they're moonroofs now.
They're they beat almost the whole top of the car.
Literally, yeah.
And so
which is kind of dangerous.
So at that point, why not just make it to where you can just like that glass is just removable, or it just like, you know what I'm saying? Or like the whole thing just opens up even more so.
Or have it to where like the glass can like slide off and like tuck into the car somewhere.
Yeah.
Where like that inside is like padded.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's gotta be a way to do it. You know what I mean? There's gotta be a way to do it.
They'll figure it out. So question real quick for you.
All right, bet.
And it's only because I've seen it recently and it's been kind of bothering me because I haven't got to ask too many people. But it's a question and a hot take. So my hot take is when you're making Kool-Aid, it should go. Kool-Aid is good. I love Kool-Aid. The red Kool-Aid is my favorite.
Red Kool-Aid is the best.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah. So it should go when you're making Kool-Aid, sugar, Kool-Aid, water. Now, how do you make your Kool-Aid? Do you put in the sugar, Kool-Aid, and then the water? Do you do the water and then the Kool-Aid and then the sugar? Do you do sugar? You know what I mean? How do you do it? Because I feel like anybody that does the water first and then puts the ingredients in last, you should not be making Kool-Aid.
You should not be able to make Kool-Aid.
No.
100%. That is blasphemy. That is Kool-Aid blasphemy.
Yeah.
100%. It definitely goes. I think I typically do Kool-Aid, sugar, and what I actually normally do is, because I love me some Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Is I will actually fill up when I first start, I'll put the Kool-Aid and I'll put the sugar, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll fill up just a little bit past the sugar with warm water and I'll stir it.
Okay.
To dissolve the sugar.
Oh.
And then I fill it the rest of the way up with cold water.
Oh.
That's how I make my Kool-Aid.
That was a nice little hack to get it mixed in
mix that sugar up real good.
Now,
and go ahead.
I mean, is it okay to add sugar once it's filled and you taste it and it's like, oh, it's not quite ready?
First of all, if you make sugar like me, you know it's enough sugar. Or I mean, if you make Kool-Aid like me,
I was
you know
gonna say,
it's
you
enough
make sugar?
Yeah, no, yeah. If you make
A whole
Kool-Aid
different
like
level.
me, it's sweet enough because first of all, I don't measure.
Well, no, but I'm saying
I just
like
pour the bag,
I've
and then
well, that's the
I
only
know
way
it
you-
needs to be like about this far up on the pitcher.
That's the only way you can do it.
That's how
though.
I do it.
But obviously, at one point in time, you've had a pitcher, and then you end up getting a new pitcher. Maybe the same size or not, you don't know.
Yeah.
But you pour all the stuff in there, and then you do the water, and then you stir it all around, and then you take a drink, and you're like,
Could use a little sugar.
I don't know sugar yet.
I mean,
I think that would be the only exception
the only
to do it
exception.
after the water.
Yeah, 100%. That's the only exception for sure. And I don't even like to do it then, unless it's like super, just not even close to being sweet.
Yeah.
Then I would do it. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I mean, if you made enough Kool-Aid, you can just eyeball it. You know, it ain't.
Yeah.
You can just eyeball it and tell like, oh, that's enough. That's about how much sugar I use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but you know what's crazy? It's just I just had a thought in my mind, bro. When we was kids, we was super poor at one point. Like in my young child, we was poor, bro.
Yeah.
We couldn't even afford Kool-Aid. We had Flavor Aid. Do you remember Flavor Aid?
Flavor Aid.
Swear to God.
I mean,
bro.
I remember the other Kool-Aid packets with the straw guy on it. I don't.
Flavor Aid.
Was
bro.
that Flavor Aid?
Uh-huh.
That was the name,
Yeah,
wasn't
we
it?
used to have to drink Flavor Aid, bro.
I mean, it did the job.
It was the
but
same thing,
Yeah, it was.
you know?
it was really not big of a difference.
All right, so off of that subject, other than red, if you had to drink one Kool-Aid for the rest of your life, and it can't be red, it can't be any kind of red. Because first you be
Dang.
yeah, no,
I was like, wait a
I'm a
minute.
Kool-Aid guy. Yeah, no, it can't be any type of red. No tropical punch, no
Strawberry
cherry,
red.
no strawberry. You know what I'm saying? What would it be? What flavor would it be?
If I had to pick a different color, well, so I mean, okay, I'm not a big fan of grape. It's okay.
But purple Kool-Aid is fire.
It's got to be a hot day for me to be like, yeah, I'm about to slam
It'd
some
be
purple
purple
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid be tasting thick.
It is.
tastes
I
thick,
actually
bro.
knew somebody that made purple Kool-Aid the one time, and he put so much sugar in it. Mind you, I'm not a hater on the sugar. I like some sugar in my Kool-Aid,
yeah.
but he put so much sugar in that Kool-Aid, it came out like borderline syrup,
Like syrup. Yeah.
and I couldn't do it.
That's too much.
That's
That
way
is-
too
That
much.
is too much.
Yeah.
Now you got to add water.
Yeah,
You got to add water.
you gotta hydrate that.
You
Kool-Aid.
got to add water to that.
Yeah,
But yeah. So
if I had to pick one, so if I couldn't do red of any kind,
of any kind,
and that just takes out pretty much all the best ones.
it does. It does.
I mean, I think I would have to go with blue, just because blue is also as close to tropical as you can get.
It is. It
know what I
is.
mean?
There is that blue. Not the blue raspberry. You're not talking about the blue raspberry joint. You're talking
No,
about
so
the,
they got like the red. They got the red Kool-Aid where it's like berries.
Yep.
Like the darker berries and
Yep.
stuff, and then you got the blue Kool-Aid where it's like more like the pineapple and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
okay,
that in
yeah.
it.
I got
So I think I'd have to go with blue. What about you?
You know,
And we're talking about like the rest of your life too.
the rest of
This
your
is
life, man. I mean, I would have to say, man, this is going to be one that probably most people don't pick, and I understand that because it's not a popular one.
Okay.
But I'm a fan of orange Kool-Aid.
Orange Kool-Aid.
I
Really?
am. I am very much a fan of orange Kool-Aid, and so I've always it's one of those things. Like I get why people don't like it because it is different. It
It's
don't
like
taste.
flat orange pop.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like a flat Fanta or a flat Fanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It is. But I think that's why I like it because I'm also very much I'm a pop drinker. I drink a lot of pop, and so
Yeah.
it's like it kind of almost has that taste a little bit. And so that's why I like orange. I also like pink lemonade. I like pink lemonade Kool-Aid. That's
But-
a good one. But I would probably pick orange over the
Yeah,
pink
we're
lemonade.
going classic colors,
I would have
classic
to, yeah.
flavors.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
orange. Okay. I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't come over to your house a lot, but
He said, "We don't invite me to the fucking barbecue,
Right.
bro." He's like, "Yeah,
And if I do,
bring your own Kool-Aid."
I'm bringing my own Kool-Aid.
Bro, when we have-
BYOK.
When we have another, that's what we should do. When I have another barbecue this year,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a big old jug of Kool-Aid,
Orange.
just like one of those 5-gallon
oh yeah.
things and I'm gonna make it full of Kool-Aid. Nah, I'll make the one.
You
I'll
know,
make red
you know
Kool-Aid.
what? We should make
I'll make red
a
Kool-Aid.
blue one and an orange one, and see which one goes faster.
Oh, the blues going. Nobody's
I was
drinking
gonna say,
no
well,
orange,
put
bro.
put some money on it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no way. I know the orange one's not a popular. I know that for a fact, and that's why I said
Yeah.
like it's one of those things. I get it. It's not a popular brand or it's not a popular flavor, but it's just for me, it's one of those tastes that I like.
I mean, yeah, and well, nowadays they release so many new flavors that you would look at orange and just be upset that they have that there.
Well, yeah. Now too, you need like the little packets, they're like the exotic flavors. You know what I mean?
Or yeah,
Tropical
or
berries.
they would release like the mystery flavor. You don't know what it was, and it was probably just
Speaking
red.
of releasing mysteries,
Mm.
we talked about this over the phone the other day about
Yeah.
supposedly Trump is releasing UFO files or
Yep.
demanding that they be released.
Yep. Trump has announced that pretty soon they are going to be releasing the UFO files. And when I had heard about that, see, I didn't look all the way into it. It wasn't until you told me.
Yeah, and we don't. You guys know we don't do the political thing on.
Yeah,
here.
we're not even concerned about it being Trump or any of that.
We're just. It has to do with UFOs.
We
That's
love
why we're
alien
interested.
stuff.
We love that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we love the conspiracies and the aliens. And so, what they're trying to get released is the documents and the photos / videos, whatever the case may be, that the military has documented of unidentified aerial what do they call it? Unidentified
UAPs. Yeah,
UAPs, you know. And so unidentified aerial phenomena, that's what it is. And so they're trying to get the ones that the military has captured on tape or that they a jet pilot has seen flying or
Which is
whatever.
cool because I'd rather see those files be released instead of it being like what people have recorded off of their home cameras, home phones, because obviously, and even then, AI is still going to be in the back of our minds. This is even
For sure.
real as AI. But if it's coming from military and government files from what they've seen, I'm more interested in seeing that.
I would definitely be more interested.
Yeah,
in
I'll
that.
go down that rabbit
Have you
hole
ever
all
noticed
day.
that we have phones now? This is kind of off subject, and we'll get back to that, but it's also on subject. You ever notice that when somebody captures something on their phone, it looks like they're using a 1990s flip phone?
Oh, when
You ever notice that?
when something super crazy in the world happens?
It's
or,
always grainy and the picture is shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, everybody's phone is at least fucking like 3K now. You know what I mean? What phone were you using to capture this?
Our phones are all pretty much, almost every phone is built to shoot in 4K now.
Yeah.
And when they film these, or capture, I'm sorry, when they capture these mysterious
Whatever.
aliens, objects, things, events, or whatever,
It's
their
always
4K turns into a 0.1K pixel
100%, dude. It looks like Mario, but somebody picking up, it's 8 pixels.
Swear to God. Yeah, I don't
Every
understand
time.
that.
And it's like that's what makes people not believe.
Yeah, because why is it all of a sudden your phone doesn't have good video anymore?
Yeah, because if you go on that person's Facebook page, I bet you every picture on there is in 4K, every video is in 4K, but all of a sudden the one time you find something incredible, your phone is in 110 HP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what happened with the Miami Mall thing. So when Miami Mall had that big, huge, like it was like 3 beings that came through some kind of a portal, that whole thing, like everybody in the mall was scattering, but somebody had gotten video.
Yes.
And the video was blurry as shit.
And that's why nobody believed it.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care. I can understand if you were running and you were in a panic and the phone was shaking all around. No, the camera was pointed dead on, stabilized at these things, and you couldn't see no faces. You couldn't see nothing. Look up Miami Mall. If you guys ever have a chance, look that up, and then you'll see the footage, and it's going to piss you off that the camera was not showing clear footage.
I'll tell you what, though. Makes me think of something. First of all, I'll give you my take on aliens here in a second. But if there was an alien being, an extraterrestrial that visited this planet,
yeah,
they're obviously way more advanced than we are.
Yeah.
What if they make the images blurry?
Ooh, like they got their own.
They have like an EMP that's automatically put out.
That's a good thought. I never thought about that.
I just thought about it.
We're so busy roasting.
It's called a idea. I patent that. Y'all know my idea. Y'all know me, and y'all know that I've had this. I talked about it years ago. That's my word. If you ever hear it again, it came from me. Idea.
Yo.
It's an idea you have when you're high. Self-explanatory.
We're so busy roasting people, the people with the videos, and saying that, oh, it's fake because why is it green? That's a good. That's, you know what?
I'm always thinking outside the box with it. So
Got to, yeah.
Another thing that I was going to get to is I've always had this theory that aliens are not living beings.
No,
and let me explain myself.
Not like us, like human, like living.
Like they're not living organisms.
Okay,
maybe close to it. So let me explain myself a little deeper. The first time we as humans ever sent anything to the outer space or to another planet, to the moon,
to the outer space,
wherever, we've always sent ahead of humans. What do we send? We send robots of some sort.
Yeah, like the rovers,
the Mars rovers. Yep. We always send a robot of some sort first.
Yeah.
My theory is that if there is another galaxy and there's another planet wherever these aliens are coming from, wouldn't that planet probably send some type of artificial being to examine our planet before they would actually come themselves?
Like what we've been doing.
And that's why that's why every person, it describes an alien the exact same way. They got we all know what a typical alien looks like, the big eyes, the big
maybe
weird,
that's their
weird
robots.
Head. And it's because they're artificial intelligence robots that can actually collect data and think for themselves and stuff like that. But I don't believe aliens are the race of species
right
from the planet that they're coming from.
I don't believe that aliens are even aliens. I believe that the aliens are just the future us, and we've gotten so advanced in technology, we're able to look back on years like this, and we're sending holograms of these aliens, and that's our robot. And it's for things like that, maybe to study the past, to help improve things in the future. Yeah, because people think aliens are from other planets and this and that, but we have yet, out of all of these years, to find life on another planet, existing, walking around life. So it makes me think that not only is there really not such thing as aliens on other planets, but it makes me think that these aliens are robots that we are sending holographically
back
from
to
us,
ourselves.
Yeah, from us in the future. It's not. Obviously, it's a crazy idea, but
I think everybody can. I think that's the cool part still about like something like aliens. Is that everyone can believe that they're their own type of version of what they think they are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I think that's why until something comes out like the UFO files. And I don't even think that in these UFO files they're not saying that there's going to be any type of documents that come out saying that there's extraterrestrial beings. It's only about unidentified aerial phenomena.
The crafts and stuff.
It's just about crafts and weird flashes in the skies and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not about beings, like extraterrestrial beings.
Let me ask you this though.
Okay.
So if say aliens were actually aliens, say their crafts were actually crafts that are coming from other, worldly places. If aliens showed up, say you're outside of your house, right? A spacecraft shows up, drops it, parks it right in your yard,
right?
And an alien or extraterrestrial being comes down and says, "Hey, come with us on the ship. You can come with us. Go back where we are. You can live where we live." My question is, and I'm talking about they'd go to a different planet, like on Avatar. You've seen how their planets are,
just
like Pandora, or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you go if they were to ask you to come with them? And this would mean just you. Like, you're not bringing your family, friends, nothing. You're not bringing nobody. You can't go say bye to nobody. They're right there. That's your chance. If you don't go, you don't get to go ever. Would you go?
Do we get to come back?
Yeah, but we'll say if you're going to go, you can't come back for 5 years.
100% I'm gone.
You gone?
Like, as long as, like, I guess the only thing I wouldn't is if at least my family would be able to find out that I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
and
that
I'll be
would
back in 5 years.
Yeah, because you don't want to be like what was it, or like on Castaway?
Yeah, like I don't want to be like where he was dead. I don't want to think something bad happened to me, or
right.
as long as my family knows that I'm okay and I'll be back in 5 years.
Okay,
I would 100% jump on that ship. Bro.
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, 5 years isn't shit. And
True, but 5 years could also. I mean, it depends on where you're going, because you could be going somewhere and
where that's 100 years.
yeah.
You
That
know?
the 5 years for us could be when you're out there could feel like 100 years.
Exactly.
That's one thing, and two, like you have to now live and become accustomed to how their planet and how their things work.
Right.
And that's just not how they are. I'm talking about you don't know what kind of bugs are on that planet.
For sure.
You
I
know
mean,
what
I think it would be very scary, and I think it would be, but I don't think I could. I just feel like, especially like if that really happened, you'd be like the first person ever. Like I feel like I got to take this for humanity.
Yeah, you can't pass it up.
I gotta take this for humanity. That way, even if it is 100 years before I ever get back or whatever, and it's only been 5 years on that planet, whatever.
Oh, you know what else? Oh wait, no, that wouldn't matter, because as long as you're there, if it's 100 years, obviously you're going to be preserved while you're there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I was going to say, dang, you're going to come back. It's going to be 100 years later. Oh, everybody's going to be gone.
Everybody-
Nah, it'd be only 5 years here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
5
I
years
get you.
here.
I get you. You're definitely for the people. We
What
got
about
to-
you? Will you get on it?
I mean, yeah, I'd be a little scared at first, because why, for one, are you on my lawn looking for me?
Why me? Why me?
What do I got to offer? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think I would go because like one, I love all the conspiracy stuff as it is, and they probably got some crazy technology that we don't know about that you'd be able to get like first hand look on
at
all
it.
that stuff.
Yes.
And I want to eat spaceman food.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Talk about a big
Imagine
back.
the Koolaid
Talk
they
about it.
have,
My
bro.
man went to big back activities in the
Spaceman food.
Yeah, my man said,
Spaceman
I
food.
love that, bro. What if you got there though and it was just shit, bro, and it was just like everything was slime or something stupid, and it was just
I'd
like,
ask them if they had like a McDonald's like somewhere around, or
can you take me back?
can we stop? Can we swing back by Earth just
Is
to
there a McDonald's on the way? You know what I mean?
swing back by Earth and grab a $5 meal and we'll come
Yeah.
back? Like I promise this.
You know, I think I may have talked to you about this. It kind of makes me think about the whole time travel thing, because we were talking about the 100 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
And they say that the reason why time travel wouldn't be really possible is because it would be possible to travel in time, but by the time you made it back, like 1 million years would have passed.
The light years, yeah.
Because you're traveling, and you'd have to. The only way to travel in time is to go the speed of light,
Yep.
and so by the time you traveled back or future, whatever,
Yeah.
and then you came back to Earth, 1 million years would have passed. And so
Yeah.
they say that that's why like time travel isn't really a thing, because you can't make it back in time to tell anybody.
No, and they said that like if aliens were really a real thing and they were watching us from wherever they're from, that they wouldn't even see us. They would see dinosaurs and stuff.
They would,
because
yes.
of the light years.
Say, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if there was somebody looking at our, if we're 400 million years away, light years away from another planet,
Yeah.
and they're looking at us right now, what they see is 400 million years old.
I mean, I definitely like time travel is really hard to believe, but I do believe in portals.
Well, and there's
I do believe in
I believe in the
jumping from one place
portals,
to
and
another.
there is a theory that if you could bend space time, then you would be able to time travel without having the 1 million years pass.
Oh.
So they're basically saying, like, right now you travel on a straight line to get from point A to point B, right? But if you bend it to where now it's like this, you brought them closer.
You
and
skip the millions of
you
years.
skip all that time, and you still go
Yeah.
from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying, and that's kind of like what a portal is if we could figure out how to bend it, then we would be able to time travel. I'd be going down those rabbit holes all the time, bro.
I would use that for like a work shift.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Walk
bro.
in and bend that time.
And
of
just
that
bend
shit.
time.
Walk in, clock out.
You remember Click?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I feel bad because I feel like I would do all those same things.
Yeah, and then when you finally realize what it's actually doing, it's too late.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there was a lesson to be learned,
There was.
but he had a lot of fun because how many when he was arguing or whatever with his wife, and he just hit the mute,
the
or
mute
like
button.
he would hit the fast forward, and he's like, oh my god, I skipped the whole argument. Like,
bro. He
come
skipped
on.
being sick.
He skipped being sick.
He skipped
yeah.
being sick,
Yeah.
I think that it would have advantages.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen Butterfly Effect?
Ooh, yeah, that's trippy.
That's another one
That's a
when
tricky
when it
movie.
comes to like, time and all that, like one little change. Like if you went back in time and you did that one little thing, how that could butterfly effect into and make it a whole totally different world that we live in today.
And then it kept changing their outcome of
The
their
outcome
future,
of the future
and all that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so with the time travel and everything, speaking of time, so say something or somebody told you that the world itself, say aliens were coming or whatever. You got 24 hours to live. You have
Everyone has
24 hours.
to live.
Everyone's
Everyone
got
on
24
Earth.
hours to
Okay.
live.
Okay.
And after that 24 hours, the whole world gone. What are you doing for that last 24 hours?
Man, I would probably just gather family and just wait for it. Just sit with the family.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's inevitable and every person on earth is going to die, there's no chance of survival
Right.
whatsoever. I would, I mean, and I guess, and it depends on the scenario. If it was like aliens coming at us, I'd probably fight until we all died.
Well, no, there is no fighting chance.
But if it was
Yeah.
something like an asteroid hitting the Earth and then the Earth's just going to explode because the asteroid is half the size of the Earth or something like that.
It's the aliens shooting the asteroid. at
Yeah,
you.
or if it's something
Yeah.
like that, I mean, I'm the type of person like I'm going to go on the beach and wait for that giant wave to come and just from the sea. You know what I'm saying? With my family though.
Like on that movie, Don't Look Up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just going to sit there because if it's inevitable, there's nothing you can do about it. I would probably just want to spend the last day with my closest loved ones, the people that I love and the people that I care about, and just, make as many memories in that 24 hours that I could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's a sappy kind of corny. It's not funny, but I
Nah.
feel like that's what I would do. You
Yeah,
know? Well, I just don't know. To me, honestly, it'd be like, what else is there? I mean, people are going to, if you sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to go robbing banks, and it's like,
No, that's pointless.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pointless.
So like, what would you do?
Well, I would probably be the most big bag of a person with my family.
That
on
would
the
be
last
part of
day.
it. I feel like that would be part of
Yeah,
it.
I would get all the food that would raise your cholesterol through the roof enough to put you in a borderline diabetic or heart attack state.
I might drink. I'd probably drink.
Yeah, that would come along with the food.
Yep, drink and smoke.
Let's see, what else would I do? Oh, I'd probably say whatever it is that I've always wanted to say to a lot of people, and I don't mean like sappy, I mean like some rude shit. Like, hey,
Yeah,
listen, you've had a
just go
fat
off.
head since the day I met you,
Just
and,
go
and
off.
I don't like the things that you say.
Just go
You know what I'm
off.
saying?
Yep,
I'm
yep.
going off.
Just going in.
Yeah, I'm going off on people. I mean, other than
Do you
that,
think we'd have to be worried about like if it was inevitable, everybody was going to die. Everybody knew that.
yeah,
Do you think you'd have to worry about people like acting like it was the purge?
not really. I think that it would be so overwhelming of knowing that we're all going to die.
Like,
Like you'd have to have like the biggest kind of grudge on somebody to want to kill them before they all die anyway.
Right.
Like you're all
that's
dying
pointless.
at the same exact time.
Yeah, it would be so pointless.
Yeah, for you to spend some of your last 24 hours going to find that person and hunt them down, and who's to say you're going to even be successful? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, no, I don't think people would do that. I mean, will somebody get punched in the mouth? Maybe if they come across somebody that don't like them and they don't.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, and if you think about it, because we're old enough to have went through it, what did you do on December 31st, 1999?
Y2K.
Yeah. What did you do then? Because we thought the world was going to end.
That was our day. That's when we thought that everything was going to be gone.
And that was one of those things like it was potentially being like the government acknowledged like this could be bad.
yeah, planes were going to fall out of the sky and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
So,
was
I mean,
doing?
I did pretty much what I just said. We sat at home. It was like a
Yeah.
regular New Year's Eve for us. We just sat in front of the TV, watched the ball drop,
Snacks.
eat snacks and
Yep.
food, and chill with the family. And
Bro.
we thought that everything. We thought the electric grid was just going.
We were waiting for the TVs to
We
cut
was
out.
waiting for the TVs,
Yeah.
computers, all the
Yeah.
electricity to just die and never come
Yeah.
back on.
Bro, there was, and because I was doing the same thing you were doing. I remember we were snacks, whatever. We just, like it was a regular night. There was some families in bunkers, bro.
So my
I
pops, shout out to Pops, because I know you remember and I know you watched the show.
Did he have a bunker?
But he didn't even have a bunker. But when I say like stocked up, like Pops went in, I'm talking about ammo, rations, gas, generators, water, You know what I mean? I'm talking about
Everything.
all the necessities
Everything.
to survive without electricity for a while. You know what I mean? That was what we was ready.
But was it supposed to be just the electricity was just gonna like go out all over the world, or was it supposed to be like a bunch of stuff? Because like I said, I remember they said that things were gonna start, like planes were gonna start falling out of the sky, and all this was gonna shut down. But was it just like anything technology wise was going on?
I'm pretty sure if it had, if it had some type of computer,
Yeah,
any type of computer or something like that,
and that's what made us think it was going to be the end of the world, because we wouldn't have any communications.
Yeah, and electricity, and it would have crashed. Like
so, he stocked up on all that.
Yeah, bro. I remember we had like this one closet, bro, and it was just like stuffed with nothing but canned goods. And then we had another closet that had like the waters and shit in it. And then we had like another closet that had all like we started on like toiletries, toilet paper and paper towels and toothpastes and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember my dad I remember him kind of saying we won't have to go loiter. Because when that happened, everyone was going to just start breaking into Walmart,
stealing shit,
and taking everything that they needed to survive.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, "Well, this is our way for avoiding that and not having to worry about getting fucked up
right
when everybody's doing that.
Because he's got ammunition and everything.
Because my dad always had the pistols. You know what I'm saying? And so we stocked up on ammo. Everything, and we was ready. And come that time, 11:59, nothing happened.
Yeah, well, because as soon as it hit midnight,
happened.
nothing changed. And everybody's like, well, think about them people that were sitting in them bunkers. You know what I mean? Like, they're sitting down there waiting for it. They got like 5 years worth of rations. They done hugging their kids all day.
They done cashed in their 401k.
This is where we live now. They done told off their boss because they're like, I ain't coming to work tomorrow.
The world's over, yeah.
Yeah, everything is done, man.
And then they just sitting there looking stupid. I think like the worst they said that happened was like some older computers who there were some older computers who kind of like crashed because their calendar didn't know what to do when it went from 1999. Like it kind of like started over.
Yeah, I mean everything,
but it was just like small older computers that did it. There was nothing really big that crashed, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But we were a lot younger. We were still kind of kids when all this was going on, watching TV and cartoons. Oh, speaking of cartoons, so the video that we put up on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
The Rugrats video.
Okay.
So
yep,
we put out a clip of our last episode, and on the clip we talked about a random 90s fact that Busta Rhymes was the Reptar Wagon. He was the Reptar Wagon voice
in the Rugrats movie.
In the Rugrats movie,
Yes,
that
yes.
orange VHS tape.
Yep.
But what we didn't realize is that we didn't realize this clip was going to blow up.
Bro, blow up, and we appreciate it.
We definitely appreciate everybody. Over 250,000 views.
It's some like 12,000 likes or something right now.
Lots of likes. But you know what it did was, not only did it open a lot of people's eyes to, oh my God, there really is, it is Busta Rhymes' Reptar. A lot of people were kind of upset.
Yeah,
that
our bad.
Yeah, sorry in advance. A lot of people were kind of upset that we talked about it but didn't post the clip. We had a lot of comments that said, I was really waiting for y'all to put the clip up. Where's the clip? Oh, show proof. Oh, no clip. So I responded to some comments and I let them know, hey, so sorry. We see y'all. We're going to put the clip up in our next episode. Well, it is the next episode.
Yep.
And when I responded to them, they said they were happy that we heard them. So,
and what's crazy is we literally have used to do channel surfing and put the clips up in our reels and stuff like that. And why we didn't think of it?
This part of the movie was a banger too.
Yeah, like I don't understand why we didn't think of it. Our bad.
I think we were just more excited about
that it was the fact. Yeah, as
a fact. So we're gonna go ahead and play the clip for y'all. We're gonna pop it up so we can all enjoy it together.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Still want that wagon. Bro, want it.
Going on over here. Up the top speed. Let the stand clear. Ooh, we go to where we about to blast. Better prepare. Excitement. Hope you know we come through to cross radar. Radar, radar, don't on your radar. On the downhill race. Let it up to my head. The situation may be narrow. Check on the course.
There he is.
What are we doing? Yeah. So fast. When the blow dry your ass. Get out the fast lane as if you're moving too. On your marks. Get set. Ready. What are you doing? You're ready for that. So fast when the blow dry your ass. Get out the fast lane as if you're moving too. Get set. Ready.
Yes.
There it is. So now, hopefully you believe us.
y'all finally, because I know that some people were like in shock. They were like, no way. Somebody actually went and Googled, they fact checked so fast, and they put on the comments, like, I ran to Google, and they were like, no, he legit was. And they put the screenshot of what they searched, and it showed the actors list, and it said Busta Rhymes.
Well, we appreciate that, whoever that was.
Yeah.
We don't try to spread no fake facts. If we give anything false, it was not on purpose.
And out of anything that we could lie about, why would we lie about that? I'm not going to lie on Busta.
Yeah, no, what not.
And you were getting a little roasted. You were getting a little bit roasted in the video, and it wasn't even your fault. It was the caption's fault.
Okay.
So when the video started and you said, did you know Busta Rhymes? Well, the captions that generated, and that's my bad. I was supposed to, I usually run through them to edit to see what was misspelled. It didn't say Busta, it said Buster.
Buster. So I was getting
Buster Rhymes. Yeah, I was like, they're doing them dirty right now.
That's
They're doing them dirty.
That's all right.
But it is what it is, man.
That's part of putting shit on the internet.
And it sparked a lot of conversation, and it's just a cool fact to know, man.
Yeah, well, and we're happy to be able to share the clip with everyone now, and because we had watched it before, before when we found out the fact, and we had checked it out. And like I said, I don't understand why we didn't think to put it on there in last episode, but there it is for y'all to check out. You can see that it was real. You can definitely tell that that's Busta Rhymes, and there's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, there was I seen a comment, somebody was saying that they had just watched the movie the other day.
Oh, wow.
And I seen somebody was like, oh, don't make me go dust off my orange VHS tape. I'm like, I mean, it's a good movie.
I mean, good thing nowadays you don't technically have to. You could just pull it up on YouTube.
But
for the
there
most
might
part.
be somebody that got that VHS that might throw it in just for the nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
You got it. Let us see it. Take a picture. Put it in the comments. For real.
Put that in the comments.
I'm gonna circle back to the Y2K thing before we take before we end the episode. Last time I think we forgot to do it, and we was gonna put a little fun fact at the end of all of our episodes. And we kind of forgot to. So we're gonna do a little fun fact today, and this is one that you brought to the table. I'll read it since I already started. Casey brought this one and told me about it, and I thought this was crazy.
It's super crazy.
So when Y2K happened. There was a person who, after it happened, he went to go take a VHS, or she went to go take a VHS tape back to the video store. And the store tried to charge them $91,250 because the computer said that the tape was 100 years past due.
Over 91 grand. Over 91 grand.
You know how many VHS tapes you could have bought for 91 grand?
Think about how the person felt when they heard. No, think about how the person felt when they were told that, and the guy that worked for the movie rental, his face didn't budge. He was serious.
Like, and most likely, I mean, there is no most likely. VHS hadn't been around for 100 years.
No.
So there was no possible way for a VHS tape to be 100 years past due at that point. So I'd have been.
But it was because of the Y2K.
Because it was the Y2K thing. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, there was little things that happened, like computers messed up a little bit here and there, but for the most part, there wasn't nothing big that happened. Funny, another quick fact that I just thought about. The movie Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
Did you know that was the most overdue and that movie was never returned more than any other blockbuster movie in the history of Blockbuster.
Seriously?
Yep. Grandma's Boy. Fact check that one. I bet you. I
didn't even know that.
Grandma's
Boy. Out of every movie.
Out of all movies that was ever put on the shelves at Blockbuster, Grandma's Boy was the #1 not returned video.
Wow.
Fact check it. Yeah,
it's a good movie though.
So it is fucking hilarious.
I don't blame him. I like that movie. I watched it not too long ago.
It's one of those classics. You know,
that's crazy.
Any Happy Madison production.
And there was a lot of good movies out.
Yes,
like a lot of good movies.
But that was the number. And I think it's because it's a stoner movie.
Yeah, well,
everybody was just like, "Hey, it's mine now."
Forgetting to return it. That's what it was.
I forgot.
Forgetting to return it.
Yeah,
they probably owe over 91.
And then by the time I was just about to say, bro, they ain't gonna hit me with 91 grand. You know. All right, so those are little quick facts for the end of the episode. Casey, you want to take us out, bro?
Yes, sir. So as always, make sure that you look down in the description. All of our links to all of our platforms are down there.
Yes, sir.
As well as, again, like we said, the merch form is now available. The QR code, we're going to pop it up on the screen. Again, along with the designs. Link as well, yes. So when you go on the link and you see all the apparel on there, go and get you something. Again, every single design that you see, there's more options for it. Just click the drop-down box. Same
which,
thing.
Which design you want.
Pick which design you want. Same thing for each one.
Yep. And then we're going to put all the people out of the 25 people who bought something. They're all going to go in a little hat draw. We're going to pick a winner on our next 2 weeks from now when it closes.
Once the orders close and we have everything in,
we'll draw a lucky winner. And when they get their order, they'll get a little something extra, bro. So we appreciate y'all for sure.
And again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. For any of our audio listeners, we are on Spotify.
Yes,
Make sure you check us out on Spotify. Get you a little bit of audio vibes going while you're at work or you're just at home chilling.
In the gym, whatever the case may be.
Something, you know what I'm saying?
We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Follow, like, subscribe, comment. See y'all next time.
Peace.
The Raised on Dial-Up podcast.